Welcome back to Hytale Spins. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Hytale releasing a new blog post with gameplay. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's take a closer look at this blog post. This blog post begins with some extremely important information for the modding community. Initially, Hytale's job descriptions included Java and C#, but since the development team's decision to completely redevelop Hytale's game engine, everything has been changed to C++. This, in my opinion, is very good for Hytale because it makes it easier for Hytale to go cross-platform. It has performance advantages, so if you have low-end computers and potatoes and whatever else you have, you'll be able to run it in high settings, hopefully, and we'll get to that a little bit later as well. And it'll make it easier to patch the game in the future, which is a big plus because, as you know, every game releases with bugs. And Hytale will be no exception. The team also stated that their previous engine was built with fewer resources, and they hadn't yet decided on the scope of the future that they wanted for Hytale if the old engine was kept. Scaling compatibility as well as the speed of patch development and updates would have been difficult areas. So I'm very pleased that the team is heading in the right direction. It's simply better in the long run. Anyways, aside from the fact that the game is taking longer to release, I don't know how anyone can be upset about this. Basically, the team mentions that the happiness of both players and creators is critical to Hytale's long-term success. They want to ensure that the game performs well, is widely accessible, and makes it easy to play with friends as possible. And to me, this is completely screaming that the game will most likely be free to play. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section because people on Reddit who are big pay-to-play supporters are saying, oh no, you're just reading too much into it. But I don't know how else you can really read into that. So yeah, I think it's going to be free to play. The team answered some frequently asked questions that we would most likely have. The first of which is what the minimum PC specs are right now, as the game engine isn't finished, and as I mentioned, as of right now, the game engine isn't finished. They don't have a definitive answer on the specific type of hardware that would be required for Hytale, but I assume it'll be something low-end. Guys, we know the team wants it to be very accessible to everyone, as I mentioned earlier. And another thing, they answered a question about the release date because I'm sure we have questions about that. And to no one's surprise, the game will not be ready for launch in 2023, which was their earliest target. So I'm just assuming it's going to be 2024 or later. And 2024 is probably the earliest that we could possibly get the game. Hytale then goes into detail about Hytale's three pillars, which are creative, complex multiplayer, and adventure. But instead of pillars, the team wants us to think of them as doors to different experiences. Inside the first door is a procedurally generated world where you can experience anything and build anything. You can install mods and do whatever you want in this creative world. I'm guessing that this is where more of the later SMPs will take place because you can do whatever the heck you want in there. Basically, add mods and remove mods, play with your friends, start whatever you want, playable zone or 2, 3 or 4 if you want, and just have a good time with your buddies. And maybe you can turn on bosses or whatever, who knows. The second door is the multiplayer door. And this multiplayer experience is an evolution from the traditional hypixel social play and minigames experience. Players can display their achievements throughout the game, compete in minigames, and display their avatars, which we will discuss later. The final door is the adventure mode, which I'm sure most of you are looking forward to as much as I am, because I want to play it. It appears to be a lot of fun. The adventure mode is the first-party sandbox RPG experience, and I'm sure everyone in the Hytale Circle community will create content for it once the game is released. Aside from the modders, I'm sure they'll be doing a creative thing. Unlike the creative world, Orbis is crafted carefully to offer a meaningful challenge and narrative for players, while taking advantage of selective randomization to diversify every playthrough, which is great because every playthrough will be different. And I can't wait to watch a bunch of different perspectives. Also, Hytale does not consist of 3 distinct games. What did you guys think about today's video? Let us know in the comment section below. Well anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, watch the 2 videos on screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next Roblox video. Goodbye.